Thanks for watching. March is coming quickly, and that means it will soon be St. Patrick's Day. If you're wondering how to celebrate, and you haven't been to the New York St. Patrick's Day Parade, I think you should go. It's easy to love New York, and it's easy to love Irish music. It's the largest St. Patrick's Day Parade in the United States, and it's also the oldest St. Patrick's Day Parade in the United States. It began back in the late 18th century. 1762 to be exact, before this country had its independence from Great Britain. You'll see marching bands playing Irish as well as traditional marching music, and you'll hear bagpipes. What's not to love? Let's have a listen. The parade begins at 11 in the morning and runs into the afternoon, ending around 4:30, which is right about the time I started wondering where I was going to get my first pint of plain. More in a moment on a few of the New York bars we like to visit on St. Patrick's Day, but I will tell you that they fill up. Don't miss the parade, but have a game plan on how to get a table at some of these pubs or just be open to waiting in line. Or do what these people did. I don't know how you get mezzanine seating at an Irish pub on 5th Avenue, but I'd like to find out. If you want to stand as close as possible, get to 5th Avenue early. We arrived later than we had hoped. I can see over the crowd since I'm a bit taller, but it would have been nice to be right in front. The parade begins on 44th Street and walks its way up to 79th. So many organizations participate either with instruments or just marching along. The New York Police Department and fire departments are there, and high school marching bands from all over the region will perform. Color guards with Irish flags, American flags, banners displaying their organization or society. There's a bit of everything. I was impressed how traditional it was. All the spectators were enjoying themselves, and those marching in the parade were proud to be out there. Again, if you haven't been in New York on St. Patrick's Day, plan on attending. I think you'd like it. You really don't need an excuse to visit New York, but now you have one. And now it's time for an ale. Our first stop was at the Wolf Tones pub in the Nomad neighborhood of Manhattan. It's the neighborhood north of Madison Park. Lunch was a healthy-sized shepherd's pie, as at this point we were hungry. That was complemented with a pint of Harp, and then a pint of Guinness. The food and atmosphere really make this a fun place to visit when you're in or around Midtown. From there, we went to McSorley's Old Ale House, which is a New York landmark located in the East Village. And here is where I realized that you don't always just walk into a pub in New York on St. Patrick's Day and get a table. I walked up to the door, and the staff member there politely informed me that all those people I just walked past are waiting in line to get in. Now, the line wasn't enormous, but I was guessing that people already inside weren't necessarily in a rush to leave. Plus, there's so much to do in New York that I wanted to use my time as best as possible. I decided to come back the following day. McSorley's Old Ale House is one of the oldest bars in New York. They serve their own ales, one dark, the other light. Whichever one you order, it arrives in 2 mugs, which total up to about a pint's worth of ale. I started with their light ale and moved on to their darker one. Food and drink prices are reasonable, especially for New York. It's cash only, so bring more than just a credit card or mobile app when you visit. I have 2 more establishments to tell you about. The first is Swift Hibernian Lounge, which is only a 5 or 10 minute walk from McSorley's Ale House. Now, I didn't get into that one on St. Patrick's Day either, and when I went back a couple days later, it wasn't open yet, and I was flying out soon. So why do I mention it? Well, I was told by one of the staff members at McSorley's that this lounge pulls the best pint of Guinness in New York. I trust this person's recommendation, and now it's first on my list as soon as I get back to the city. If you've enjoyed a pint of Guinness at Swift Hibernian Lounge, let us know in the comments if you agree. Now we got the sun coming out. Not going to get the best view. Lastly, one of the pubs that I always visit in New York, and I'd be remiss not to mention it, is in the West Village. It isn't Irish, and it's technically a tavern, but someone very famous and Welsh frequented this place when he was in New York, and it's a must-see when you're in town. The White Horse Tavern on Hudson Street is a nice homage to Dylan Thomas via pictures of him, paintings of him, and verse written by him. It's always fun to visit, and like our 2 other stops I mentioned earlier, the staff has always been really nice to me. We've been going here on trips to the city on and off for years. Keep New York in mind for a St. Patrick's Day celebration, and be sure to go out and enjoy a few of Manhattan's historic watering holes while you're there. Sláinte, and thanks for watching my video.